miles an hour, gusting to 5, but Old Glory out there not doing anything. Lefty Landry ready, big leg kick homer on the way in Siouxland.
6:41 p.m. Cloudy, 71 degrees.
6:41, 71 degrees officially here, and right down Main Street for a called strike. It's 0-1. On the way here in Lewis and Clark. That one's off the plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Gold Eyes, traveling grays tonight. Winnipeg across the front in that red. Sleeve has a Winnipeg Gold Eye logo. They've got that maple leaf in the left quarter panel of their home traveling gray, and a swing and a wave there for Ray Patrick Ditter, who's had a pretty good night last night. Couple of home runs, I would say. That's always a good night, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you go yard twice, that's usually pretty good. That's sort of the...
And you double as well.
Yeah, I'd throw a double in there. Did miss out on our CapEx player of the ball game. We do apologize. 1-2. It's off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Watkins over at third base in the coaching box, 3rd year. Pitching coach is Mark Brewer. Adam Denoche, the hitting coach, and Danny Perrone is the bullpen coach for the Manitoban representatives. Popped up in the infield. A little slight shift on 2 behind the bag on the edge of the grass will be Van de Breek. He'll reach up. He'll make the play. There's 1 down the first inning. Lewis and Clark Park, built in 1993. We're basically, this is the week of the birthday. Happy birthday to you, Lewis and Clark Park. I'll talk more about that this weekend, but this is the birthday week, the first home game ever played in this ballpark. 330 the lines, 400 straightaway center. Ramon Bramasco from the right side, lefty righty. Takes it high, 1-0. They'll shift him around as well. You're seeing a little what we saw last Friday night. Remember Friday night against King County, Steve Montgomery warned us we're going to play a lot of shifts, a lot of different defensive looks. The 1-0. Just off the edge, 2 balls, no strikes. And the X's did that. They were, daggum near every batter had a different look. Sometimes multiple looks in the same inning. As Van de Breek stands to the left of the bag, the second baseman. 2-0. That missed inside, 3-0. But Mongo really feels with the way the movement is and the approach for Landry, that is what you'll see more of when he's out there. 3-0. That one missed inside, so he wanted him on 4 pitches. And Noah Marcello, the dangerous suddenly Noah Marcello, 303 with 10 homers and 35 driven in. I imagine he'll get some votes for that Lincoln trip in a couple of weeks' time.
Third for Winnipeg.
Middle place for 2 here.
25, Noah.
Just rolling right here. Yeah, it's kind of weird to look out the flags. I'm so used to being here and looking at the flags just blowing left and right with a direction, but tonight they're all by themselves out there just draping down that flagpole. Breaking ball low for the ball, 1-0. Marcello, 3 of 8 in this series, 6 of 19 against the X's on the year. 1-0. There it is on the outside corner, called strike 1-1. Same look here that they had Bramasco with a moment ago with the entire right side of the infield wide open. The right-handed stick planning to pull on that left side. 3 infielders on that left side, throw back to first and back in there. Yeah, it's overcast. I mean, the sun was out most of the day, and then just recently, in the last few minutes, it's kind of like a gray sky above. 1-1. Breaking ball in there, called strike 1 and 2. Don't know who ordered the clouds, but apparently I'll blame Andrew.
What?
Yes. He called the cloud people and said, give me some clouds. It's all his fault.
I'd like to have them next week when it'll be 90.
Yeah, Sunday. Can you have extra clouds, please? 1-2. Swing it away. Got him. See you later. Marcelo out on strikes. 18 strikeout for Josh Landry. You brought a point up a moment ago that he mentioned to me over the weekend. We had him in the dugout report on Saturday, was that, yes, he's young. Yes, this is a jump in classification for him from college to pro ball, but he's actually spent, he is a classic college guy, spent 4 years, and it wasn't like just 1 year. He spent 4 years pitching in college. He's got some innings. Away for the ball, 1-0 to Adam Hall. And I've talked about this a number of times, international baseball-wise. we try to encourage young Australian players to come over and play the college ranks because you get your 4 years of working out, getting a routine, fitness, all that in over 4 years. 1-0, found away right side where you're not, when an American player might play 2 years in college, go get drafted or get signed, we encourage young Australian players who don't have a college system or a high school system either to come over and get in a routine. And Landry talked about the routine he was in every single day. Throw back to first and back in there. And it's a little different. He did talk about how the pro adjustments, what you do between outings, is a little different. But he did pitch for 4 consecutive seasons in college. That's a big thing.
Yeah, he got a redshirt year, COVID year as well when he was originally at Cypress.
Yep.
He's 26 years old, fresh out of college.
1-1. Inside quarter called strike. That's in there. It sounds like some of my fraternity brothers were 26 years old, fresh out of college. They were on the multi-year plan. Not me, of course. I was a 5-year planner, not a 6-year planner.
Everybody has 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
They're called doctors.
Yes, yes. Dr. Vaughn, she's got that. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. Back-to-back Ks for Josh Landry. No runs, no ball, 1-0. Austin Davis will be followed by Zach Vuletic. He's on a heck of a run right now. Henry George, Aurelio Vasquez, Alberto Osuna, Deshaun Knowles, Jackson Vanderbrake, Elliott Good, and Dylan Tatum. Found away right side. Stupider time. Davis, Vuletic, George, Vasquez, Osuna, Knowles, Vanderbrake, Good, and Tatum for the X's are also likewise 16 up and 20 down. 1-1. A little bit low for the ball, 2-1. Defensively for Goldie, Keyshawn Lynch, Noah Marcello, and Max Murphy, the outfield left to right. Ramon Bramasco at third. Ray Patrick Ditter as a shortstop. Adam Hall at second. Roby Enriquez at first. The catcher, Kevin Garcia. Line to center, sit down, and it will for a base hit. That's always a good sign when that young man gets the board. Austin Davis, who had scuffled a little in the series. He was 1 for 9 coming in, but now 2 for 10. So we've got a chance to get that running game perhaps going. The X's have sort of been slowed a bit. It's when you lead the league in stolen bases, saying you're slowed is sort of not really accurate, but they have been slowed a little lately over the last couple of games, or the last week. Since June 15th, at Sioux Falls, just 6 stolen bases in 6 games. But this team gets still 6 in an inning. We know that. So there's always that in play as well.
And they did.
And they did. Yeah, they did. So, I mean, it's like, feast or famine, and then a lot more feast again. Here's Zach Vuletic, 329, 3 homers, 32 driven in. This young man right here, quietly, I don't know how many folks are paying attention, but I'll get to it in a moment. There goes Davis, throw to second base, bouncing in. He will be in there. Stolen base. Ball, stolen base. A Ronald McDonough stolen base, his 20th. Another $2. The RMHC of Siouxland right there. Yeah, he got that one in there on the bounce as Garcia really trying to hurry the throw right there, so in scoring position. So there's one. We only got, what, how many more in inning? 4 more to go. 5 more to get in the inning, right?
Be good.
Yeah,
Be right back on pace.
Be right back on pace. Steve Montgomery over at third base with the black hoodie on. He gives the signs to Austin Davis, and there'll be a little dirt on the hometown whites for John Witt, the clubhouse manager. Bobby Post is coaching first. Rafael Melchion, your hitting coordinator. He's assisted by Landon Barnes. Glavin Mathis is the assistant bench coach down there. That third base dugout with those black jerseys. That's a spinner out of the zone there, 2-0. Sioux City across the front in white. Numbers are in white. And that good-looking logo, you can see it on the right sleeve on AA Baseball for those small arms of Zach Vuletic.
Guy always skips on deck.
Yeah, doesn't he? He's a Red Raider, that guy.
Never thought of that.
Missed inside, 3-0. Trainer is Bruce Fishbach, the Hall of Famer down there. Coyote Hall of Famer from South Dakota. Assisted by Pete Monroe.
A quiet apartment complex on the north side.
That's 3 balls, no strikes.
Somebody shot
3-0.
lying on the
Down
ground,
Main Street,
not
3-1. My thing was, and I was talking a little bit to Trevor Curl, the play-by-play voice of those
Did you see what
Gold Eyes,
happened?
and he was saying that, and hadn't
this
thought
guy
about
just
it.
came in and
I've been
said
more
that
thinking
it was
Vasquez,
pest control
Royal
big there.
Vasquez, than
He's
anything
on the
else about
sidewalk.
guys that might be in the midst
We
of
do have help on the way out there.
postseason accolades. It's a way ball before he walked him, and transportation for Zach Village.
How long ago did you find him?
Is putting together a very quiet MVP-like season that the power numbers and things like that. This guy's just hitting, getting on, tied the league lead in hits.
For homicide detectives, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
Yeah, but when you look at a second look, you take, wait, let's look at the overall picture. And you start looking at the numbers where he's at, as that one's Henry George is also having a great year, 331 for the Woodbury, Minnesota native. 3 homers and 14 driven in, but you look at a guy at the moment, you know, top in hits, second in doubles, one missed inside, 2-0.
Hey, Lawson. 10:15, we got a call that one of the vendors that does pest control was found shot in front of one of the buildings.
Time is called.
Bradley Jordan.
Bradley Jordan. A bit of a scuffle right here.
23-year-old Bradley Jordan was the first of his family to graduate from high school and work with his father in the pest control industry. He married his high school sweetheart, Hannah, just 4 months ago, and they had a 1-year-old son. Bradley also leaves behind his parents and 3 siblings.
With him on deck are all 3 shoe-ins, I would think, for Lincoln in a couple of weeks. But, I mean, if you're not all there, it'd be a travesty. Mike Meyer, get your stuff together if you're picking reserves. Hit the 2-0 away from ball 3-0. Mike Meyer.
It looked like it was chipping on the side of the
Bradley was shot once in the head at close range.
We have a shell casing next to the body. It's next to the front wheel of that black vehicle.
First and second.
The casing is a 9mm.
Ball 4, they're loaded.
He has a can right next to him. That's the cans that they use to spray. My guess is he's coming down with the can. He's coming back to his vehicle, and then gets shot.
Vasquez will step in. He's got the
Gets
new look tonight. He's
executed
gone
in
with
the
the
back of his head.
taller soccer
Detectives
style
believe the
socks
shooter walked up behind Bradley, catching him by surprise.
Yeah,
His hands are tight enough to see his wallet and his phone in the pockets.
Yeah, I like this look.
We can get that phone in his pocket.
346. Ring the bell 29 times for RBIs.
The team searches Bradley's recent messages.
71.
My one and only.
At third, Austin Davis.
Morning,
At
say,
second,
babe,
Zach
babe,
Miletich.
please, I
At
love you.
first is Henry George.
Probably his wife.
Continues to pad his
What time
league
was
lead
that, all
walks.
Yeah, it was all
Line
right.
to right.
And
That
finds
will sit
several
down
missed
for a base
calls
hit.
and
It'll score
texts
1.
from
Here
family.
comes Miletich being waved around. It'll be 2-0. The throw
No.
comes up. It's cut off.
I gotta figure out
2-0
why
Sioux
the
City.
guy would be executed
Ring
in
the
the
bell.
breezeway
Romeo
while he's at work.
Vasquez, RBI's 30 and 31. X is 2. Just 2 balls, no strikes. He walked.
He's only 23. He's just a kid. I don't know why
He likes
anybody would
lefties
hurt
too.
him.
483
Because
against
he's
left
just a
hand
nice
arms.
kid. He goes to church. He
Davis
doesn't have any enemies. He
second
don't
base
have no beef
will
with
bounce
nobody.
in again. That actually hit the
My wife
shoulder.
and my other sons at home, and I've got to
Austin
get there
Davis
with
has
him.
got
My
another
wife,
stolen
she's
base.
freaking out.
Ball
Do you want me to see if
2
I
as
can
well.
send a unit over there?
Ball 3 as
Those
well.
guys need to be there with him.
Okay.
Call that a strike. Jamie said that's a strike. Yeah, so Jamie was right.
1 hour in,
Okay, if you could just tell me everything from the beginning, as much detail as you can.
Lawson interviews one of the 911 callers in her apartment.
They start doing it again.
I brought my dog out.
Got a new promo today too.
I heard the shot, and then I saw this guy just slowly go down, and I'm like,
Reverse
shit.
broadcaster.
And then
Yes,
this
the
guy
reverse
spun that way, so he must have seen me. Otherwise, why would he spin around and
living,
crouch
breathing
and then
thing
jump
that is
off
the
through the
insurance.
breezeway?
She says the shooter ran toward an apartment complex across the street.
Scoring position 4-0
I'm
Sioux
like,
City in the
oh my
second.
God. I saw the gun.
It's down and in.
It was a
Shoots out high. He's
short-nosed
walked
gun.
Miletich twice.
Clothing.
I noticed he had the khaki
I don't think that's a
pants.
control thing.
He
That's
had
a
a
I
light
don't
color
do that.
shirt.
Any facial hair
He'll
or
try to jump
anything
ahead
like
to Henry George, but
I didn't really see
Henry-
his face, so I couldn't identify.
324 against lefties as well.
Okay.
He walked
Did you
early.
hear anything said?
Not a word.
Arguing, nothing.
Not a
Fourth
sound.
walk issued by
There wasn't a single person out here. except
Lamson.
me.
She said she saw him drop, and it said it's a small.
Takes it inside, want to know.
There was no argument. There was no. He didn't rob him. He didn't take anything from him. He just freaking straight out executes this guy.
At first,
that makes no sense.
Ray Pettiditter is watching.
I'm going to go start canvassing for cameras to see if I see anything on
Kevin Garcia goes out.
While the team searches for video in the complex where the shooting occurred,
the female said they ran through here.
The K9 unit hopes to pick up the suspect's trail.
Secret potion out right now because there you go. You think that's going to be an issue? John's like, not to me.
Hey, I'm picking up crack right here.
Good to me.
Yeah, looks good.
He could have ran
John's
down
like,
that hill.
Stain, I can't get out. I got no
right
stuff. Whatever that is. He won't tell me what it is, though. Has he told you? No.
He never will.
No, never will.
He's picking something up over here.
Tell it to other clubhouse
I mean, it's like order 1-1. The fraternal order of the clubhouse
like
managers.
a magician, you only tell.
I don't have anything here, there.
You don't tell him.
The suspect's trail goes cold in the parking lot of the apartment complex across the street.
Is that next month? 1-1.
When our canines were tracking them, they traveled on this side, but this was already here.
First and not in time. Nice job.
So this is where it looks like it's slid
down.
down.
Adam Hall kind of scoops it there to
and then there's tracks that go that way. I'm going to photograph those as I go.
There goes Davis. I do force Villages out for out number 2. 4-6. Watch this play, the replay. Really good play. Paul scoops.
2 hours in.
Pushes it.
Let me talk to this maintenance guy.
Patrol finds a witness outside the apartments across the street.
So what did you see this morning?
Veía que venía una persona, pero me extrañó porque estaba sin abrigo, ¿verdad?
The witness saw the man minutes before patrol arrived at the crime scene.
What color was his shirt?
¿De qué color era la camiseta? Un color claro, tal vez como gris.
His pants?
El pantalón era de una gris tal vez, pero claro. Y en su pantalón, en la parte de atrás de su pantalón, por la altura de su pompi, ¿no? Se veía sucio.
Dropping, and over the quickly
Okay.
Marcelo.
The stain itself, was it consistent with like somebody falling?
Well.
Yo pienso que
Black male with glasses, so there's
Murphy
prescription.
got to first in the
Black
second
frames.
inning and then reached the second after the throwing error
So that's
by
the
Zach.
second time they've seen this van.
That
No
van
two.
came in here yesterday,
Inside
so he's
football.
obviously canvassing this place for some reason.
Landry dealing with some adversity for the first time tonight after just the one
Otherwise,
hit
this would be
allowed
really random
in the
just
first 3 innings.
him to get shot out here while he's doing his pest control work.
He's square in the middle of the mound. Peaks
Just
at
3
second.
hours in, the team gets a break.
Ball up the middle, base hit. Hall gets the cue from third. There'll be no throw. RBI single for Max Murphy. And just
45
like that,
minutes before the
Winnipeg has
murder,
cut the
a green
deficit
Aerostar
in
was
half.
captured on camera
It's
2
4-2 Sioux
miles
City
from the
in
crime
the
scene.
top of the fourth.
It's a green Astro van that's missing a hubcap. Same hubcap that's missing in this video. And they have a tag for it and the registered owner. And it's a black male.
This is the registered owner.
Triple, double, single for
The owner
Winnipeg.
of the van, 26-year-old
Gianni
Rakeem
O'Trupp trying to
Wilson,
go for the
grew up in
cycle in the
Charlotte,
inning.
North Carolina,
That's
and
big.
works as a cook at a local
Pitches high for
restaurant.
ball one.
Just because the car was riding through here does not
Marcelo
mean
started it
That he
off.
killed it. No.
Hall
killed
drove
it.
him in. Murphy right
take a
behind
deep
him.
breath.
He sends in Hall.
you got a pretty
1-0.
strong linkage.
Flat foul out of
The
play.
dog tracking from here to over there.
And
that helps it
it
because
does.
now
It
you have
does.
the people saying he was covered in mud. Have that vehicle
Always talked about
description. They
adjustments
see this
made
guy
the
get in.
second time through the order. Winnipeg has definitely made them. Over to first, nothing doing. Got to give some credit to hitting coach Adam Denoche
Our victim,
for
unfortunately,
making those changes.
you know, he was just here for work,
Marcelo
doing
and
pest
Hall
control.
both struck
So
out their
it's
first
weird
time.
that this is
Murphy
happening.
had that single and got the second.
I definitely think it's
1-1,
personal.
rocketed over the head.
Because it was
Good
one
and
shot to
short,
the head,
comes
there's
into
nothing
left
taken
field.
off the body.
That's 4 consecutive
Hopefully we
hits
can
by the
figure out some
Bulldogs
kind of
to start
connection
this
or why
inning.
somebody would want to do something like this.
Minutes later, the case takes
And
a
these
turn.
aren't flares into the outfield. These aren't
Gang unit officers spot
no
the green
slow
van
numbers back
10
to
miles
the
from
pitcher.
the
These
scene.
are hard hit. Finding some tracks, every
and
single one of
find
them.
Rakeem Wilson behind the wheel.
Tying run is aboard
He
at
agrees
first.
to
A
talk
4-2
at
exit
homicide.
lead, top four. Still nobody out. Keyshawn Lynch, the batter.
And his van is brought down to
Pitch, squares
headquarters.
the bunt, pops it up.
Nobody
Gets that
saw
front.
him shoot anybody. We have no physical evidence against him except for the van. I'm worried about the fact he didn't get in the van here. He got in the van across
We
the
saw
street.
this too
at
with
the other
Landry in his
complex.
first couple
They didn't
starts.
see him
The
leave
first
from here.
couple of
They
innings
didn't
are
see
where
him come
he's
from this
No,
complex.
I know.
outstanding.
All this
Once
could
he
be a
gets to that
coincidence.
second, third time of the order, that's where the problems kind of
So
come
that's my
in.
problem.
0-1.
Unfortunately, I think this is one of those things where you have to play the hand that you're dealt.
Zips to first for out number
Lawson
one on
heads
the
back to
sacrifice
homicide
bunt.
to interview Rakeem Wilson.
We'll go up there. We'll go do our
Landry
thing.
entering tonight has not allowed a run in the
When
first
you deal
two
with
innings.
homicide where you can find an obvious or even an underlining
And
motive,
7
it
of
is
his
scary.
15 earned runs
At
have
the end of the
come
day, we
in
want
the
to find
fourth
justice
inning.
for the Jordan family and for the son as he goes on and does his journey without his
Sacrifice
dad.
for Keyshawn Lynch to get
I
two
can relate
runners
to
into
that.
scoring position for
You know, I lost
Kevin
my father at a
Garcia.
young age. I was 6 at the time that he died.
Lucic getting the put out there
He was
over at third.
involved in a
First
car
offering,
accident
Garcia
where it was
slaps it out of play.
suspected that the other driver was intoxicated.
Four
And
consecutive
so
hits to
knowing
start
that
the inning
Jordan's
against
son
Landry.
is going to grow up
Lynch
without
with
his
the
father,
sacrifice bunt.
that's a sobering thought.
Puts Murphy to third.
He will
Trump
have
to
a lot of
second,
resentment
Dylan
and
Tatum
anger, just like
wants
I
a
have.
quick word with the
But
starter.
you can't hang on to that. You got to deal with it and move on to be productive. All I can do is be the best that I can be, and hopefully he looks down and
They
he's
always
proud.
talk about it in this league. No lead is big enough. After that first inning, you put up a 4 spot. You got a really good guy on the mound.
Right now, we're trying to
Felt in the
establish
driver's seat.
PC for our
Winnipeg.
homicide.
It's good offense.
We have no
Good lineup of
physical
guys
evidence
in the meat of
against
this
him
order.
to suggest that he
Making
is
Landry pay
the
with some balls up
suspect
in
in
the
this
zone.
case, except for the van. So any point
Meeting
if he
is over.
decides to leave, we have to
0-1
let him
count.
walk
There's
out.
one out. Runners at second and third. Winnipeg
It's going to
trails
take us
by
a few
2 top
hours
fours.
to search the
Pitch.
van.
Garcia takes
It's
it just
important
above
for
the
us to
letters
keep him
for a
talking,
ball.
occupied, so he does not leave.
Clock's on. What was his demeanor?
He was calm. He didn't even ask really why I was doing
Kicks
what I
the
was doing.
D's.
He wasn't like
Breaking ball. Punch
agitated.
the other way.
Kept
Tailing
saying that he was
foul.
gonna go clean his car out. It looks like he lives in his car. He got a toothbrush, toothpaste.
Well, we're
Ozuna, the
trying
first
to
baseman,
build a rapport
even
with this
with
guy.
the bat.
Smith's going to do the search warrant on the vehicle.
We're going to have to speed up this whole process.
All right, you
Either
ready?
runner being
Not
held
bad.
on at second and third, respectively.
A lot's riding
Garcia
on
is
this
yet to have a
interview.
hit this season against Sioux City. He's
So,
0 for
Mr.
9,
Wilson?
does have one
All right,
RBI.
excellent. Can you sit right here for me, sir? Thank you. So we're just going
Digs
to talk to
back
you,
in.
get some information.
Right foot all the way back in the batter's box. Landry has the sign from Tatum. He turns and burns. Hammered, left field, long run for George. It's a foul ball. Just to the left of the chalk,
Your
to the
vehicle
right
is
of the
unique,
Pilot Rock party
and
deck.
so we have interest in your vehicle.
Oh, boy, that
That's part of
was
the reason that you're in this room right
millimeters
now.
away from being
Okay,
a
I
tie
was
ball
just
game.
leaving the gym and I had to clean out my car because I'd be sleeping in my car.
So Garcia will take the long strut back
I
to
work
home
right
plate, gets
there.
the bat
I
work
work
of the
at
bat
Blues,
boy.
and I work at the Margot's. That many pieces.
Nearly even this ball game.
LA Fitness off Pleasant Hill. So I mean, I didn't do
So
anything out of the
Landry and the
ordinary.
X's catch a break. They're
Okay.
not out of the woods just yet.
What time did you
Still a
go
1-2
to LA
count.
Fitness to work out?
Murphy at
It was
third, Trump
maybe
at
like
second.
10.
Still just one gone. X is 4, Gold Ice 2.
At 10:03, we got him coming down through here
Set at the
on this
belt.
camera.
Kicks it Diaz.
LA
A
Fitness
liner
at Pleasant
up the
Hill and
middle, room for
Sweetwater.
a base
See
hit.
if this guy has
Murphy
a gym
scores.
membership
Trump gets
and
away
see
from
if he's
third.
scanned to
It
go
is a
in this
tie
morning.
ball game after the 2-run single by Kevin Garcia.
Well, that's what we're
Not
trying to
equal.
verify.
He's talking, so that's a plus.
Detective Brian Dormany heads to Rakeem's gym to check out
This
his
game
alibi.
is completely turned on its head.
You know, I know it's not illegal to sleep in your
Hit
car,
number
but
5 of the inning
Bruh,
allowed
I
by
didn't do
Landry.
nothing.
And you snap your fingers,
We've had a
Winnipeg.
real big rash
even it up.
of HVAC systems that are being stolen,
Dunning tells
First off,
Rakeem
bring
they're
Enriquez
investigating the
foul back.
theft of several air conditioning systems.
And damage and
No, I'm homeless.
Goldie began this inning with 4 consecutive hits.
There's no stolen property in my car. I work.
Single. The
I get money.
sacrifice by Lynch to move him into scoring position. Then Garcia
he's
does
not
his
did
job.
anything like anybody would
0-1,
normally
rolled
do.
him for foul.
Very calm, but he's not saying, hey, get me out of here.
This whole American Association.
I'm sure you know, everywhere you drive, there are
there's no
cameras.
lead safe at all. I mean,
Okay.
just
You're in
send him in
an
to go.
apartment complex at the same time that you say
for nothing,
you're at
and you had
LA
chances
Fitness
to
working
really
out.
turn this thing upside down, and you did not take advantage.
You've already
and now it's
decided
a
you
new
want to
ballgame.
lie to us about where.
0-2. The fastball just missing outside. I mean, Dan, you go back to that second inning when you had runners at first and third with only the one out. Vasquez couldn't bring him in. Same with George. And you go back to moments like that where you have chances to add on to your lead, and you're like, it's not the biggest deal in the world at the time. 1-2 foul back.
But in this league, the way things are going now, currently, now I don't know if it'll be like that in August, but right now, the way this league is, no lead safe, it can turn on you in a dime. And Lamson's got new life, and that's the thing. What you will get from him, will he have a second life here tonight?
Another 1-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Much needed for Landry. Strikeout number 3 to get the second out of the inning. That's a great point you bring up, too, though, about Lamson. You get rocked for 4 runs and 2 hits in that first inning. You're thinking, oh, I really got to rely on my guys to get them back in it. And they did.
Yeah.
Top of the card for Ray Patrick Ditter. Foul back to the screen. He had a big night last night, pair of home runs. He's now 8 for 19 against Sioux City with 6 extra base hits. What a great series he's had here, too. 0-1, popped up, behind home plate, behind the dugout. That's a souvenir.
Now, your Lamson, you're sitting down there. You're facing the top of the card next. They've been tough on you, too, so it's not like, this is
no piece of cake getting back out there.
The makings of 3+ hours a night, folks.
Hope you turn those alarms off.
Yes.
For tonight.
My phone goes into like sleep mode at 10 anyway, but it ain't going to be any good tonight.
0-2 to Ditter. Pitch. Low and away. Short lead off a first for Garcia. He tied the game with a 2-run single. 1-2. It's high for a ball. Ditter 0 for 2, a pop out. Behind second, then a ground out to short. Mentioned he's from Aruba. He's represented the Netherlands, though, many times on the national stage. 2-2, just low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Played for the Netherlands in the most recent World Baseball Classic. Payoff pitch, runners on the move. Broken bat on the ground to good at short. Zips it over, a looping throw. Just got him by an eyelash. Well, that ends the inning, but the damage certainly has been done for Winnipeg. 4 runs. Year number 2 here with this club. Averages up about 40 points from a year ago at 321. 0-2. Vuletic takes off. It's inside for a ball. Easy stolen bag for Zach Vuletic. That's a Roland McDonald House stolen base. $2 more to the RMSC of Siouxland. Stolen bag 22 for number 2. Gets himself into scoring position. 1-2. Bounce in the dirt, nicely blocked by Garcia. Goes down on both knees to keep it in front. Winnipeg tied this game in the top half of the inning. We're all square at 4 in the bottom half of the 4th. Inning number 6 between the two teams. Sioux City has taken 3. Winning the other 2. Ditter holds on. Vuletic at second. Kicks and deals. George rockets one into right center field. It's a gapper. Murphy scoops it up. Vuletic around third. He scores. George to second with an RBI double. Sioux City back in front. A 5-4 X's advantage thanks to RBI number 15 for Henry George. Just sat back on the fastball and sees it into right field. I think Vuletic would have scored if he was still standing at first, but either way, it works out on the RBI double for Henry George. Sioux City regains the lead. Braulio Vasquez, the batter, tags one into left. That's a single. George held up at third. That was hit really hard and no advancement. Runners at the corners for Sioux City. Vasquez wasting no time after Lampson gave up the double to George. Five, 4 X's, bottom 4. Now manager Logan Watkins out with a quick word with Connor Lindsay, and now Steve Montgomery, the Sioux City manager, is chatting with Alex Perry, the third base umpire. And whatever the small disagreement was, Montgomery's saying he understands what Lindsay and Perry were saying. And he also gives a courtesy wave to Logan Watkins over in the Winnipeg dugout. Back to action. Runners at the corners. Sioux City leads 5-4, bottom 4. Still only one out. Alberto Ozuna, the batter. Pitch inside for a ball. Good spot for Ozuna, who already extended his on-base streak to 17 with a walk in the first inning. Chance to add to the X's lead. 1-0. Low for a ball. 2-0. Vuletic started it off with a single, stole second. George drove him in with the RBI two-bagger. Vasquez advanced him to third. 2-0. Take all the way. It's low below the knees. 3 balls, no strikes. Lampson has given up 4 walks so far, just to the 1 strikeout. That was Davis to lead off the inning. Set at the chest, kicks and deals. Inside for ball 4, no chance. 4-pitch walk to Alberto Ozuna. He's reached all 3 times. He joins George and Vuletic in that category. And for the 3rd time in the ballgame, bases are juiced for the X's. They did so twice in the first. We got 4 runs out of it. Now a big spot for Deshaun Knowles, but meeting of the minds first for Winnipeg. Pitching coach Mark Brewer is on for a quick meeting with the infield. Everybody comes in. Action in the Winnipeg bullpen. That belongs to number 16, James Collier. Quick recap of how we got here to this point in the ball game. Sioux City scored the first 4 in the bottom of the first. Winnipeg 5 hits in the top half of this very inning to get us even with the 4 runs coming across. RBI double by Henry George to put the X's back in front. Bases loaded. 1-run Sioux City lead, just 1 out. Deshaun Knowles is the batter. Game number 3 of the year for Knowles in year number 3 with the X's. Pitch. Tails outside for a ball. Mentioned Knowles in his consistent pregame routine. He was in the batting cage at around 1 o'clock today. He's always the first one in the cage. 1-0. Clocked, left field, hooking down the line, and it is a foul ball. Ends up in the Pilot Rock party deck. Make sure to plan that next event. Any party, outing, birthday, if you will. You want to come see the fireworks? It might be sold out for that. 1-1. Broken bat up the middle. Fielded by Hall. Flip to second for one. The turn in time for the double play. And Lampson gets out of it with a 4-6-3 twin killing. That's a frustrating one for the X's. They only get the one run across on the 3 hits. The double play to end the inning. After 4, Sioux City 5, Winnipeg 4. Batter of this 5th against Josh Landry, the starter for the X's. First one on the way. Inside for a ball. Landry looking for a much-needed bounce-back inning after allowing 4 runs on 5 hits. 1-0. Fastball way inside. Romasco jolts out of the way. Also got some news that former Sioux City pitcher L.J. Waco making his single-A debut tonight. 2-0. Missing outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Waco originally spent the first couple of weeks in the Florida Complex League with the Nationals. Made his Fredericksburg Nationals debut tonight in single-A. An update later on how he did. 3-0. Fastball upstairs for ball 4. Landry walks the leadoff man on 4 pitches. Waco was one of 2 players so far to get that contract purchased. Another one being Ben Tay to the Texas Rangers, reporting to the High A affiliate, the Hub City Spartanburgers. Back here in Sioux City, though, Landry in a little bit of a jam. First pitch, Marcelo grounded to third. Bulatich fields, goes to second. The turn in time for the double play. Sioux City giving Winnipeg a taste of its own medicine. 5-4-3, just like that, there's 2 gone.
For Winnipeg, the second baseman, Adam Hall.
That's got to feel good for Josh Landry. You walk a guy on 4 straight pitches, then you get out of it on 1. 2 gone for Adam Hall from the right side. Pitch. The fastball catches the outer half of the plate. Hall drove in the first run of the game for Winnipeg last inning. RBI number 18 of the season. Pitch number 77 on the way from Landry. Here it is. Rolled over. Foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Sioux City 5, Winnipeg 4, top 5. Bases cleared after the double play. These are actually the 2 best teams in the league when it comes to turning double plays. 0-2. Just outside. Winnipeg entered with 95. Sioux City 91. The pitch. Hammered up the middle, base hit. 2-out base knock for Hall. He'll take a short turn around first and he'll stop right there. Another multi-hit effort for Adam Hall. He continues to dominate Sioux City in this series. Had the triple and the homer last night. Double single tonight. He was only, in fact, a double away from the cycle. One aboard with 2 outs. Max Murphy, the pitch. Cut on and missed. Landry peeks over at first, throws that way, snap tag, not in time. Hall has stolen 15 bases this year on 15 attempts. Got the white oven mitt on his left hand, the pitch. Cut on and miss, 0-2. Gets Murphy chasing on the outer half both times. Trying to get out of this inning after that leadoff walk and then the 2-out single. Landry likes the sign from Tatum. Kicks and deals. Cut on and miss for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on 3 pitches to Murphy to set him down to end the top of the 5th. There's the bounce back Josh Landry was looking for. No runs. Called strike, nips the outer half of the plate. Mitch Lampson, the big lefty, remains out there for Winnipeg. 8 hits so far in 4 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 walks. 0-1, changeup right down the heart of the plate. Vandenbrink calls for time. Him and Ozuna got to go down to Omaha on Monday to fortunately see their UNC Tar Heels fall in the national championship to Oklahoma. 0-2 bouncer, blocked nicely by Garcia. I know you mentioned it, Dan, though. The first time those guys got to actually walk around the facility, check it out, because you get so immersed in the competition there. 1-2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They got to sit about 5 rows behind home plate, too. Jackson Vandenbrink knew a buddy, sent him up with some tickets. The only thing would have been better, the Tar Heels raised the trophy. 2-2, foul back to the screen. Yeah, what a magical run that Oklahoma went on. 14-16 in the conference, back end of the conference standings, but look, Ozuna mentioned it even before. The SEC, just that good. 2-2, flared into right. Murphy on the move to his right. Couple steps, hauls it in for out number 1. F9 in the books to lead off the 5th inning. X is in front 5-4 over the Gold Eyes. Elliott Good to hit next from the right side. Sioux City scored the first 4 runs. Winnipeg answered with 4 of its own, and the X's took a 5-4 lead last inning. First pitch inside to Good, nearly catches his right foot. Lampson from the windup, the pitch. Breaking ball just outside. 2 balls, no strikes. That's been the big thing for Lampson today, has been that command. Was even in walks and strikeouts entering today at 20 apiece, but 5 walks to the 1K. 2-0. Catches the outer half of the plate for a called strike. Good from Meriden, Connecticut. He's really proud of that. 2-1. Clocked left field. Lynch backing up just in front of the warning track. And he's there with the grab for out number 2. Hung up a while in left field. Good now, 1 for 3. Last chance in this inning comes in the form of Dylan Tatum. Oh for 2, a pair of flouts, deep ones, both times to dead center. Pitch inside. Took Marcelo back to the warning track on the second one. First one was a little bit shorter and a medium depth in the outfield, but he gave him a run for his money out there. 1-0 outside in the other batter's box. 2 balls, no strikes. X's 5, Gold Eyes 4. 2 gone, bottom 5, nobody on. First 2 in the inning retired. Lampson kicks and deals. Inside for ball 3. And you count them up. How many times has Sioux City been in the head in the count? 3-0. Maybe 3, 4. Pitch. Inside for ball 4. That's another 4-pitch walk allowed by Mitch Lampson. His 6th free pass of the game. So the inning continues to the top guy in the lineup with Austin Davis. 2 for 3. Lone strikeout for Lampson came last inning to lead it off. First offering way outside. Collier continues to warm in the Winnipeg bullpen. He was doing so last inning, but the way Lampson's thrown in this frame so far, Garcia with a quick word with his starter. After this game for Sioux City, it's a 3-game set with the Kansas City Monarchs. Against the best team in the West Division, Kansas City right now at 21-14. They technically got the pseudo off day today with the rain out. So they'll be coming in tomorrow night well rested and prepared for the Sioux City team. 1-0. Swing and a miss by Davis. He was looking to send that to Sioux Falls. Ball and a strike. X is leading by 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Tatum the runner on first after the 2-out walk. Lampson to the chest. Kicks it, deals. Rolled over to the third baseman. Bramasco goes the short way to second, just in time on a bang-bang play as Tatum nearly got there with the sliding right foot. That does it for the 5th inning. Sioux City 5, Winnipeg 4 here on KSCJNA Baseball.TV. Oh. Elevates into left field. George back, the track just in front. Puts up the black glove and makes the grab for out number 1. Not much on it from Trump, just kind of hung up a little bit too long.
For the Gold Eyes, the left fielder, Keyshawn Lynch.
F7 to begin the top of the 6th inning. Keyshawn Lynch is the batter. Trying to extend his 11-game hit streak after a sacrifice bunt last time to get 2 runners into scoring position. Pitch, it's in there for a strike. Lynch taken in the 2017 MLB draft in the 14th round. 3 years in that system. 0-1. Cut on a miss. And Tatum's a little shaken up. He's all right, though. He might have just caught something on his throwing hand a little bit, but Lynch makes sure he's all right, gives him the thumbs up. Get another look. Oh, yeah, the backswing of Lynch caught Tatum on his glove hand. 0-2. Foul back. Lynch in year number 2 with Winnipeg. Was in Cleburne in 23 with Logan Watkins, who was there for 3 years from 21 to 23. 0-2 from the lefty. Foul back, and Tatum again. A little shaken up. Steve Montgomery's going to come in to check on his catcher. I think the exact same thing happened. And Tatum and Mongo are trying to lap this one off, make sure he's all right. It was on the second pitch of the AB where Lynch on the backswing got him. The foul ball just kind of caught him in a weird place.
Where'd it catch him? Oh, yeah.
Right off his foot.
Yeah, right off the foot. Yeah,
Ooh.
you saw him double over there.
That place it's not protected. Another 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Tatum with a toss over to first just to be safe. It's a strikeout for Josh Landry. It's number 5.
For Winnipeg, the catcher, Kevin Garcia.
2 up, 2 down in this inning. Chasing a curveball. Good block by Tatum. Doesn't let it get away. 5-4 Sioux City lead, top 6. First 2 retired. Kevin Garcia from the right side. Pitch. It's out and away. Good response so far from Josh Landry after allowing those 4 runs in the 4th inning. We mentioned it. That 4th inning has been his bugaboo. Allowed about half of his earned runs in that inning alone. Pitch is outside 2-0. 7 of his 15 coming in the 4th inning He allowed 4 more in that frame tonight. Other than that, zeros on the board. 2-0. Broken bat, flare into right field, dunks in for a hit. And that barrel was completely split in half.
I think it landed in the X's dugout. It sure did. Bat Boy's coming out with the handle, or the barrel of it anyway, and handle went one side. Watch it go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just hit in front of the fencing, so it didn't. Luckily, it didn't get into the dugout.
No, but it's right out. You can see it spinning. It's spinning that way at you, man. You're just like, no, no, thank you.
Yeah, especially if you're leaning on top too, but no harm, no foul. Just a single for Garcia. That's the only real harm. Top of the lineup, I should say, to the 9-hitter for Enriquez. Top of the lineup, Ditter waits on deck. Do-it game, though, for Garcia. 2-run single in the 4th to tie it. He stands on first. Enriquez 0 for 2. 0-1. Right down the heart of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes.
Some stretching for the X's bullpen, but I would imagine he's at 94 pitches, perhaps.
And Landry has consistently been a guy that gets you into the 6th, 7th inning. 0-2, runner takes off, and it was time called by Enriquez before Landry wants an explanation. And so does Steve Montgomery.
I'm really confused here. A lot of folks are.
Hand up too, partner.
Yeah, watch it. Did he call time? Let's see. No. Did he say? I mean, he didn't motion at all, did he?
No.
Oh, man. I thought he had a strikeout. The X's did too. I mean, okay. Well, in look at the reaction though of Enriquez. It's like he had said.
Yeah, but Garcia's on second now. They call the balk?
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So no pitch. It's a balk. Garcia goes into scoring position. The pitch. Slider tie. All right.
I did go back and watch last night's balk though, and
it was before the whole.
Yeah, and there was a combination wine stretch thing that.
1-2. Back to the slider. Can't get the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Winding and stretching at the same time usually is a recipe for disaster in a balk. So that's what happened.
Yeah. Landry, his focus remains on Enriquez at home plate despite the runner in scoring position of Garcia. 2-2. Chopper to the left side, Vuletic. Vacuums, fires in time for out number 3.
He's now pitching for Winnipeg, number 16.
Collier, 6'4", 230 pounds, 27 years old. Spent last year with the Oakland Ballers of the Pioneer League. Pitch, it's high for a ball. Was invited to the National Spring Training Camp before the start of this season. One to Vuletic. Just inside for a ball. Boo has reached all 3 times. 2 walks, a single. Got a stolen base on the last time he reached. Continues to make his case for potentially an MVP season. 2-1, it's outside, 3-1.
And again, you say that not out of disrespect. It's because you don't. Again, the first thing you look at is, okay, how many home runs and RBIs the guy got, right? You remember when Jose Serma was here that year, and he had the MVP here, and you're looking at the numbers. You're just going, that's the first thing you look at. But then you look at those other numbers that you don't really, not the flashy ones, right?
Yeah.
But they all add up.
Got 49 hits, 32 RBIs, second in doubles in the league. 3-1, bounce from the dirt for ball 4. He's walked 3 times in the game now. And he's only seen 3 strikes.
And we've also said, too, he's a guy that can change the game. You know, there's several of them like that here in this roster, but change the ball game really quickly with his ability on the base pass, too. And I think that has to be figured in there. But, yeah, we were going to talk about it tomorrow a little bit on Explorers Expresso. We got dove into the pitching today, which imagine that what the fans want to talk about. But we'll probably dive in tomorrow a little bit, especially previewing what I think will be your all-star nods coming up early next week.
Yeah, that gets released on Monday.
Monday, Tuesday, there'll be a fan vote. The rest later on the week for the last man in and
all that good stuff. We'll see who will be going to Lincoln for the All-Star game. Here's Henry George from the left side. He should be in Lincoln. First one outside for a ball. Kind of call him the heartbeat of this lineup, if you will. An All-Star game presented by Carbless. It'll be at Haymarket Park, the home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Lincoln Salt Dogs, of course. You ever think fan voting would be a part of the association one day?
Well, the last man in is a fan vote. So,
okay.
yeah. But as far as overall, I would love it if it was. But I think the thing is, that doesn't mean that every team with a great crowd is going to. They're all going to be.
That's also true.
I think Sioux City would be well voting in that because the fans are very knowledgeable here, right?
They are.
I don't know if Kane County is going to do stuff in the ballot boxes. They're too busy, or Winnipeg maybe dancing ushers and all that, you know. So
yeah, they get some good ushers, all right.
They do.
They dance
Kane
well.
County's busy doing their thing, right? I mean, not really worrying about their guys.
1-0 to George. Vuletich takes off. It's a ball outside. Throw down to second. They got him. Try to get the right hand in the back corner, but Garcia was right on the money. First offering. Henry takes off. No throw down to second. Popped out of the glove of Garcia. And it's an easy stolen base for Henry George. A Ronald McDonald House stolen base, number 17 for George.
Well, Henry's leaning too. He was really itching to go, and he had a really good jump there. And watch on the AA base. Well, you can't see from this angle, but they knew too. I mean,
now Vasquez just steps out. Hey, take your base. Stolen base number 4 today for Sioux City after what they have 6 in the last 6 games.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, 6 in the last 6 games, but change in the moment.
The times they are a changing. 0-1. Inside to Vasquez, ball and a strike.
We're right below us to our right. You know who's down there?
Oh no.
Talking about honk ball earlier about pitching the Netherlands. JD's here. JD Schultman's here.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, saw him downstairs. A nice long chat.
1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1.
Of course, he also posted a really cool post at the ball yard. I mean, if we can find it here, but
you know, it's also cool that I learned is Ben Dete, of course, who got his contract purchased by the Rangers. He worked as a clerk.
Yep.
For JD.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy. 2-1. Just high. 3 balls and a strike.
JD posted beer, broad, and Sioux City baseball. Look at him enjoying things here.
That's a great combination.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. That's a really good man. Always smiling, and of course, all that work he did for the folks here, and of course, on the field as well. By the way, what a story.
So cool. 3-1 to Vasquez. The pitch. Catches the letters for a called strike.
His story became such a national thing, and it's funny because
that's the first time I actually ever heard of the X's.
Yeah, and I've had people down in Texas in the wintertime have asked me about, is that guy still with you? Is that congressman still with you? So they all, that congressman still with you? We all talk like that down there.
Payoff pitch. George takes out for third, inside for ball 4. Another stolen base for Henry George. Another $2. Ronald McDonald House of Siouxland. They're adding them up. They're eating your money.
They are, but we'll take it. Trying to set a new record on the base pass and in the donation department. Of course, the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Siouxland providing a home, away from home for families in the hospitals in our area with their sick kiddos, and it's a chance to be together. Smiles are important. It's not just the hospital stay, it's the house stay, it's the necessities, the supplies, just the love and being together when you're trying to get that kiddo back to 100%.
Great to see them here at the ballpark, too. Vasquez takes off for second. He's out on the stolen base. Hex is getting a little greedy after George just stole second and third.
I don't know. He didn't slide.
No.
What's the replay here? A throw beating, but he kind of goes in, which I think he was trying to step over the glove. That's what he was trying to do. He dang near did it. Because you go on a slide there, you're going to be out by a mile, but he tried to kind of, two-step over it there. High hurdle it.
2 outs in the inning, 1-0 to Ozuna. Inside for a ball, 2-0. X's 5, Goldeyes 4, bottom 6. George, the runner on third. Both outs for Sioux City in this inning have been on the base pass trying to steal.
Yeah.
They appreciate the charity, that's why. 1-0. Chopper just fouled down the runway third base.
And it's been asked before, is there a green light? I think you asked me this too. It's pretty much a green light within reason. There'll be situations. I don't think that was one of them, but there are sometimes situations where it's on or off. But in general, I would say majority of the time, it's if you got it, go get it, right? And that was when you're just trying to push the envelope a little too fast there.
You live by it,
yeah.
You die by it. 1-2 from the righty. High arcing breaking ball. It's too tall.
You're going to stay around 81, 82% somewhere in there. Now, you were been as high as 86, but I'd still take my 80% in anything that you're gambling on, and
it's a good odds.
Yeah.
Wish Vegas had those.
They don't.
No. 2-2. Ozuna hammers into center field. Marcelo on the move. He looks up. It's over his head. Gets to the fence. Ozuna digging for 2. He'll stop there. It's an RBI extra base hit for Ozuna with 2 outs. He drives in George, and it's 6-4 Sioux City in the bottom of the 6th.
Huge insurance policy there.
And free pizza for everyone from Old Chicago.
Yeah, look at Cody. He's going nuts down there. He looked up here and waved at me like I'm eating pizza with him. All right.
That's the 2-for-1 special.
Yes.
Here comes Logan Watkins, the manager. 2-out double for Alberto Ozuna for his second hit of the game. It's a big one. X's lead 6-4, bottom 6. As Marcelo had to chase it over his head. The pitch, slap back foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Deshaun Knowles. 0 for 2, grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 4th. Got his 3rd RBI of the year with a sacrifice fly in the 1st. Waterhouse checks second, no one covering. He wants and throws. Sent back to the screen.
Yeah, Waco worked tonight. 2 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs. All earned. He walked 3, struck out 1. But it was the Nationals' 13-3 win over the Warbirds.
The Wilson Warbirds.
Yes. And it was tonight was a big night there in Fredericksburg or wherever they were at. Oh my goodness.
1-2. Blocked left field, hooking foul.
Let me just say to you, let me sum this up. Just go to the Fredericksburg Nationals website and just see what tonight's promotion was. Oh my goodness.
Maybe I'll give you some context. It is Love Island season on television. At least that's what
I never thought I would come to a point in my career where a team's website, that would be the photo of the promotion.
1-2. Hammered, left field, foul again. Knowles early on it.
I like pretty sights as much as anybody, but boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness. Well, they're having fun though, those Fred Nats.
I love that it's the first thing that popped up too.
It's not even like the 5th thing. It's the first thing. It was Friday night. Bombshell night or something like that. Ridiculous.
Another 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Waterhouse strikes him out on his first. Oh boy. That's good. X is
a little away for the ball. 1-1. And I think it was great too that you have 2 guys, teammates, whatever, be able to, come pros together. But sometimes, I mean, I think that, sort of your own identity. You're not 2, you're 1, right? Here's the 1-1. Good breaking ball there, 1 and 2. And he was we talked about both of them. They were both really good pieces for SEMO this year. So
NSYNC had to break up at 1.2, Dan.
yes, they did. They did. Bye-bye. Is that what the song was?
Something like that.
Yeah, 1-2. Down low and away for the ball, 2-2. Something tells me you've seen them in concert. I don't know why I feel that way.
NSYNC?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
You didn't like as a little wee one?
No, my first concert was Fall Out Boy, actually.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
I could see that with you.
You know me, I've fallen more.
But you're probably wearing like a Red Sox hoodie or something.
No, I mean
cap on backwards.
Oh, no idea what I was doing.
2-2. Here's one liner left side base hit over the head of Elliott Good, little humpback liner. George will get it back in quickly to Elliott Good, holding Marcelo to a single. He's got 2 hits tonight, continues to have a very good series, and came in 3 of 8, 5 of 12, and it's his 8th hit against the X's this year. Tying run batting here in this 7th inning. Fasten seatbelt sign is on. Tray tables should be full and upright. The X's have this 6-4 lead in the 7th. Can't wait to Toy Story night on Saturday. There it is on the outside corner, called strike. We're going to show you something next half inning, what we're looking forward to Saturday. Toy Story. Meh. Meh. We're going to tie it all together to 2 nights, too. That's how these promotion folks work. I've taken some notes. Throw back over to first and back in there as I feel like I've been sitting in on Travis Lee's couch listening to his conference calls and getting all those marketing ideas. It's all about product positioning, right? You know what they do now these days?
Product placement.
Product placement. There we go. Shift here to the left side to Hall. There goes the runner to second. Swinging a foul back off the netting. 0-2. And the X's played the shift quite a bit with Landry. Not so much lately, but now with Landry out. But they do shift here with Adam Hall at the plate, who's also had a very good series. 6 hits as well. 2-run Sioux City lead here in the 7th. And it's a very big evening here. And a throw back to first, back in there. A watchful eye over there. I believe that is last night's starter. Pretty sure that is Ryo Kogagashi. He's over there watching things. 0-2, runner goes to second. Swinging a roller again into the Winnipeg dugout right side. 2 teams have played over the years, going back to the old Northern League. It is a long, long history. And I told y'all last night, we were talking about it too a little bit, that they never met the postseason, which is still amazing in the American Association. They met 3 times the old Northern League. 0-2, runner goes to second again. Ground ball to third. Viletich is there, belt high, collects, throws, got it. Big bang and boom. Out number 3. No runs, the 1 hit man left. We stretch in Iowa. Yours wherever you are. Sioux City 6 and Winnipeg 4. This is KSCJ.